Interesting psychological facts about human behavior. The mere presence of someone we like or love can reduce physical pain. People tend to become more creative when they are tired. Holding a warm cup of coffee can make a person more generous and trusting. Laughter is contagious. When we see someone laughing, our brain often prompts us to join in. The brain's pleasure centers activate when giving to charity, promoting a sense of happiness. We are more likely to remember incomplete tasks than completed ones, leading to the Zeigarnik effect. Seeing a loved one or a picture of them can instantly reduce stress and anxiety. People tend to overestimate the time they spend working and underestimate leisure time. Physical touch, such as hugging, releases oxytocin, the love hormone, promoting bonding. Being in love can affect brain chemistry, leading to similar brain activity as drug addiction. Our sense of smell is closely linked to memory and can trigger strong emotional responses. People are more likely to remember the first and last items in a list, known as the serial position effect. The color red can increase heart rate and stimulate hunger. People are more likely to trust and cooperate with others who mimic their body language. Anxiety and excitement have similar physiological responses, making it possible to trick your brain into feeling excited. Human behavior can be influenced by the presence of others, known as social facilitation. The bystander effect occurs when people are less likely to help others in an emergency situation when more bystanders are present. Multitasking can reduce productivity and lead to errors due to divided attention. People tend to rely on cognitive shortcuts or heuristics when making decisions. Eye contact can increase feelings of intimacy and connection between individuals. Mirror neurons in the brain allow us to imitate others' actions and emotions, fostering empathy. Social media use can trigger feelings of envy and inadequacy, leading to social media depression. The feeling of being watched, even if not true, can affect behavior and increase self-awareness. People often attribute their successes to internal factors and failures to external factors, known as the self-serving bias. Fear of missing out, FOMO, can lead to anxiety and compulsive checking of social media. We tend to remember information that aligns with our existing beliefs, leading to confirmation bias. Nostalgia can make people feel more optimistic and less lonely. The Dunning-Kruger effect refers to individuals overestimating their abilities in areas where they lack expertise. Music can significantly impact mood and emotional states. The brain can trick itself into seeing patterns or familiar shapes, known as pareidolia. People tend to underestimate the impact of future emotions on their decisions, known as affective forecasting errors. The framing effect occurs when the presentation of information influences decision-making. Human memory is prone to distortion and reconstruction, making eyewitness testimonies unreliable. The Barnum effect describes the tendency for people to believe generalized personality descriptions apply specifically to them. Stress can lead to decision-making biases, such as impulsivity and risk aversion. The feeling of phantom vibrations occurs when people think their phone is vibrating, but it's not. People tend to underestimate the time they spend on their phones, known as the time warp effect. The mere exposure effect suggests that people develop preferences for things they encounter frequently. Procrastination can be a result of an avoidance strategy to protect self-esteem. Multitasking while learning impairs memory retention and understanding. Cognitive dissonance occurs when people hold conflicting beliefs or attitudes, leading to discomfort. Human memory is highly influenced by emotions. Emotional events are often remembered more vividly. People are more likely to remember events with strong emotional content, known as flashbulb memories. Human memory is susceptible to suggestion, leading to false memories. The Hawthorne effect refers to individuals modifying their behavior when they know they are being observed. Sleep deprivation can lead to impaired cognitive function and decision-making. The just world hypothesis suggests that people believe the world is fair, and individuals get what they deserve. Cognitive load can impact decision-making, leading to biased judgments. The Baader-Meinhof phenomenon occurs when people encounter something new and start noticing it everywhere. People tend to overvalue immediate rewards over delayed gratification, known as present bias. The anchoring effect describes the tendency to rely heavily on the first piece of information received when making decisions. The illusion of control leads people to believe they have more control over situations than they do. Emotional intelligence is vital for successful relationships and overall well-being. Power dynamics can influence behavior and decision-making within groups. Human memory can be influenced by post-event information, leading to memory distortions. The mere presence effect suggests that people work harder when others are present, even if not interacting. The spotlight effect describes the belief that others notice and focus on our behavior more than they actually do. The endowment effect occurs when people value something they own more than the same item they don't own. People are more likely to engage in risky behaviors when they are in groups, known as group polarization. The illusion of transparency occurs when individuals overestimate the extent to which their internal feelings are apparent to others. Humans tend to prefer things that are easy to remember, known as the availability heuristic. Group conformity can lead to the adoption of behaviors or beliefs that may not align with personal convictions. The isolation effect suggests that items or experiences that stand out are more likely to be remembered. People are more likely to change their attitudes to match their behavior, known as cognitive dissonance theory. The brain releases dopamine during anticipation, leading to pleasure from seeking rewards. Reciprocity is a powerful social norm that promotes cooperation and mutual giving. The overconfidence effect leads people to overestimate their abilities and knowledge. Human decision-making can be influenced by the order in which options are presented, known as the order effect. The false consensus effect occurs when individuals overestimate the extent to which others share their beliefs. The self-fulfilling prophecy suggests that a belief or expectation can influence behavior to fulfill that belief. The availability bias leads people to rely on readily available information when making decisions. People tend to remember emotionally charged events more vividly than neutral events. Sleep plays a crucial role in memory consolidation and learning. The brain's prefrontal cortex, responsible for decision-making, is not fully developed until early adulthood. People often engage in counterfactual thinking, imagining what-if scenarios in response to outcomes. Human behavior can be influenced by priming, where exposure to certain stimuli affects subsequent responses. The mere exposure effect suggests that familiarity breeds liking and positive attitudes. People tend to give more attention to negative information, known as the negativity bias. Human decision-making can be influenced by emotional appeal and narrative storytelling. The in-group bias leads individuals to favor members of their own group over those in other groups. The brain's ability to multitask is limited, leading to performance decreases when juggling multiple tasks. People tend to attribute their successes to internal factors and failures to external factors, known as attribution theory. Human behavior can be influenced by environmental factors and situational cues. The generation gap refers to differences in attitudes and beliefs between older and younger generations. The mere ownership effect suggests that people place higher value on items they possess than identical items they do not possess. Cognitive development follows distinct stages, as proposed by Piaget's theory of cognitive development. People are more likely to remember negative events than positive events, known as negativity dominance. The brain is sensitive to social rejection, activating regions associated with physical pain. Social comparison theory suggests that people evaluate themselves based on comparisons with others. The just noticeable difference refers to the minimum difference in stimuli required to detect a change. Social identity theory explains how group membership influences self-concept and behavior. People tend to remember incomplete tasks better than completed ones, known as the Zeigarnik effect. The egocentric bias leads individuals to view themselves as more central to events than they are. Human behavior can be influenced by the presence of others, leading to social facilitation or social inhibition. The fundamental attribution error leads people to overestimate internal causes for others' behaviors and underestimate external causes. Girls are more attracted to guys who try to start a conversation with them. People who lack self-confidence often keep finding fault in others. If a man does not get upset and disappointed with you, then it is certain that he does not care about you. People who get up early in the morning are more excited than those who get up late. When you are happy, work gets done even in less sleep. More handsome boys either fail in their love or remain single. Sleeping without a pillow provides great relief in back pain and also strengthens the spine. If a person is sitting facing you but the feet are not on your side, then understand that that person is not interested in talking to you. Singing songs reduces fatigue and depression. Always stay away from two people in life, one arrogant and the other busy, because the arrogant will remember you by his own means and the busy will talk of his own accord. Tears of joy and grief alternately begin to pour from the right and left eyes. The IQ level of women who do not make friends easily is high. If everyone in the world washes their hands properly, about 1 million lives can be saved every year. If you have met someone new, then use that person's name during the conversation. This will make your friendship fast, because people love to hear their name. People believe in bad things sooner than in good things. To test the good things, they ask again, but they immediately accept the bad things as right. Being honest doesn't make more friends, but those who do become friends ensure authenticity. It is obvious that a person will harm you in other ways if they harm someone else in front of you. So, when dealing with such individuals, exercise extreme caution. Writing down negative thoughts and throwing them in the dustbin is a better option to fix your mood. People who do not get love from anyone become depressed and their risk of heart attack increases. When you are single, you find married people happier, and when you are married, bachelors are happier. If someone tells you that you have changed, then there is a 95% chance that you have stopped doing only the things that they wanted to do, nothing else has changed in you. If a person talks more or negatively about someone, it indicates that they are more affected by that person. Girls are perceived to be more stubborn than boys. One of the main reasons for this perception is that girls are often considered emotional. If a girl develops a liking for someone, she may go to great lengths to pursue him. Most people pay more attention to people who ignore them. The feeling hidden in the mind never ends, but it goes away for some time, and when it comes back again gives more pain. More time in the sun makes people happy than living under the air conditioning. Never tell your goal to anyone, it reduces the chances of achieving the goal. If you want to attract someone quickly with your words, then start the conversation like this: I didn't want to tell this, but. When many people sit in a group and make fun of someone, that man mostly looks at the one whom he considers closest to his heart. If someone is always in your mind, it means that you are on theirs as well. The person you remember while sleeping is either someone you love or Lohi. The recency effect describes the tendency to remember the most recent items in a list more effectively. Cognitive biases, such as confirmation bias and availability bias, influence decision-making and problem-solving. People are more likely to comply with requests from those they like or admire, known as liking bias. The gambler's fallacy occurs when individuals believe past events influence the outcome of random events. The status quo bias leads people to prefer keeping things the same and resist change. If you enjoyed watching this video, don't forget to like, subscribe and turn on the notification bell. so you don't miss any new facts. Let us know your thoughts about this video in the comments section down below, and feel free to stay and enjoy it until the end. Also make sure to check out our next highlighted video, and we will see you next time. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe.